Hey guys, we're here to talk about bok choy today, and how to harvest it properly and why it's important. Volunteers put a lot of time and effort into planting the crop and keeping it alive to the pickable point, and then it's up to all of us to pick it properly so that we get the most out of the plant. If you pick it improperly, it's a one and done. The plant won't regenerate as well, and we won't get as much production out of it. So the first thing I'm going to show you is one that's been done pretty well, and this is sort of what our goal is. You'll note that the outside leaves have been cut very low, and they're cutting it from the outside in. That allows these small inner leaves to spread and grow bigger as they go up. If you cut too high on the outside, it forms a cup, and it will not allow the inner leaves to push the plant open so that they can get bigger. So we're going to take one here and we're going to do it from scratch. Here's one that's been untouched, and I'm going to show you the sort of process that I go through when I harvest. First thing I look for is the outside leaves, is any that are dead or dying. You just want to get that out of there. All it's going to do is attract pests that are going to then transition from the dying leaves to the good leaves. Anything that's pale and not real edible, just go ahead and yank off. And then you're going to take a sharp knife or scissors, and you're just going to cut at the base from the outside in. Always look for the most outside leaf. Try not to take it off all on one side. Try to balance the plant out so that it can generate leaves from the center in all directions. And that's it. That plant now has room to spread. These leaves are going to open up a little bit. They're going to get bigger, and these small leaves are going to get bigger and grow out as well. And doing it that way, we can keep eating off this plant for a few months. And we'll take a quick walk down the aisle here. I'll point a couple things out, some that were done right and some that were done wrong, and talk about why. Here's one that's been done pretty well. You see the outside leaves have been cut low. They've been cut from all sides. And you can see how you basically got a new bok choy plant growing from the top up. There's one of our nemesis, the leaf-footed bug. Get rid of him. But this plant will open up, these leaves will get big, and then we can do it all over again. Let's take a look at a couple more. Here's an example of what happens when you don't cut down to the base, or you leave some outside leaves and you go to the inside leaves. You sort of just get a jumbled mess. As you saw in the last plant, which was growing in a very organized fashion, this plant really has nowhere to go. It's going to try growing up, but it's got all this resistance when the center leaves try to push their way out so that they can grow larger. So this is one of the things we're trying to avoid. The other thing we're trying to avoid, which is complete decapitation. So somebody came in here with a knife, just whack the whole thing off, and again you see, the plant's trying to stay alive, but it can't grow in an organized fashion. So we're really not going to be able to get anything else out of this plant. This is an example of a one and done. So if you sort of just follow what we're doing here, I think we don't have to plant as much bok choy every year if everybody knows how to cut properly, and we can all have bok choy as much as we want. Thank you.